Let me keep this short and to the point. I want you to be a high maintenance day trader. In this day and age, which is probably a good thing, in a lot of areas of life, probably shouldn't be so high maintenance, but in the world of trading and especially day trading, you need to be a very, very high maintenance type person, especially when it comes to trade selection. You've got to meet trades, you've got to find those trades that are going to fit into your strategy. If you're meeting up with trades that don't actually fit your strategy, then you're not being high maintenance. You're not qualifying trades that truly fit into your trade plan. And when you do that, well, if you have any amount of experience, you know that ultimately leads to pain, headaches, frustration, throwing the cat across the room. I mean, a lot of stuff can happen when you are not being high maintenance. And I realize that sometimes it can be one of those very gray areas, but that's one little learning lesson here is make sure it's not gray. Find a strategy, back test the strategy, make sure it works, and then moving forward, be high maintenance towards it. Now, what makes this very difficult is we have voices in our head, and I realize if you've never traded with real money, you don't realize we have voices in our head. But one of the voices is always just questioning this attitude of being a high maintenance person.
Why are you so high maintenance?
And then we end up finding ourselves starting to force trades. We start to make exceptions for trades. And it just turns into outcomes that we knew better. We look back and say, I totally wasn't patient enough. Or translation, I wasn't high maintenance enough. But I want to encourage you with a couple of trades showing you, that way I'm not sitting here talking in theory the whole time. But I want to show you a couple of trades that show when you are high maintenance, when you do qualify your trades and make sure those trades fit into what your criteria is, things can go very, very well. Now, are they going to go as fast as what I'm going to show you? That's not my claim. My claim is that for my sniper shot, which is what these are part of, these are like best case scenarios, just super, super fast. But other trades, maybe they take longer, but the point is they're nice and smooth. And that's what we want. We want those smooth trades, and that comes from being high maintenance. So let me show you a couple of good little examples to hopefully encourage you to be strong in being high maintenance. So just to explain my screen real quick, I want you to watch that order right there. The way my screen and platform works is I am trying to buy right now. I'm trading options, but that's besides the point. So just understand that I'm trying to buy. And as soon as I am able to buy, that whole line there will turn green. And then there's going to be a secondary order that shows up. And that one down here will also be white. But you'll notice it does not say white for very long at all. Because as soon as that secondary white line turns to green, that means I've been able to sell. So white means orders have been submitted to the market. Green means the order has executed. So right now, trying to buy, then a second white order will show up, which is me trying to sell, and you'll notice just how fast it turns to green. So let's play this first trade. And right there, you saw how fast it went. That put $50 into my pocket. Now let me give a little bit more context, and if you've watched any of my past live trade videos, in fact, if you haven't, I'll turn that into a quick plug. I offer an entire playlist on my channel of me trading live, and that's where this video is coming from. But one thing you'll notice is, all right, let me try to get entry. Oh, nope, cancel. Okay, let me try to get an order. Okay, cancel. And I get it from a viewer standpoint, probably kind of annoying because you're like, can you just cut this stuff out? Can you just do a highlights of your trades? And the reason why I don't do that is because that's not realistic. Because part of being a trader is sometimes your trade plan just doesn't play out. Your entry point just doesn't get hit where it needs to get hit. And you got to cancel and you got to go find something else. But that is the process of being high maintenance. So just realize that this is not me showing up. I just go out there and make $50. And I mean, as you saw there, that was less than a second. That's not how they go. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of high maintenance of finding those right entry points to make it happen. So that's also a warning. If you go and start to watch my live trade videos with these sniper shots, you'll notice there are a lot of canceled orders. But that's, like I said, part of being high maintenance. Let me show you one more that is just mind-blowing. Again, same thing. It is white because I'm trying to buy. When that turns green, that means I've been able to buy. And then a secondary white order will show up right there. And that is one that's showing that I'm trying to sell. So as soon as that one turns green, that means I have been able to sell. So don't blink on this one. So I'm in, out. So you saw that. Let's just, for argument's sake, call it another second. 1001. Yeah, that wasn't even a second, but we'll just call it that. And that one put $100 into my pocket.
Booyakasha.
Isn't that crazy? $100 in literally less than 1 second, and before that, $50 in literally less than 1 second. Now, I also want to just throw out another disclaimer. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit longer than that. So it's not like every trade is less than 1 second. But like I said, this just happened to be one of those days where I was high maintenance, and 2 trades in the same day were both under a second, and in total put $150 in my pocket, which is really, really crazy when you stop and think about it. But at the core, just be high maintenance. Make sure you're meeting trades that fit your criteria. Make sure you qualify them. And if they meet all your checks, well, then be high maintenance about it. Demand you get the entry point that you need. Demand that you get the exit that you need, or what have you. Everybody's trade plan is going to have different attributes, but you've got to be high maintenance. You've got to be very picky in what you're doing with your money, because that's where the consistency is going to come from. As soon as you start making stuff up or making exceptions, there is no long-term consistency within that. So I hope this helps. I hope this can encourage you to go out there, either start becoming a high maintenance trader, or to be able to fight off those voices of why you got to be so high maintenance. Hopefully I can encourage you in that regard too. If you have any other questions or anything like that, as always, leave those down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.